What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Dear Brother podcast. Sometimes I drop videos while I'm picking up my daughter or dropping her off. Today I'm picking her up, and I was thinking, man, on the way from work to pick her up, sometimes you got to drop everything and get into your kid's world, man. I know the pressures, man. We got bills, if you got a wife, so many responsibilities, man, that we get into. Our jobs, the duties. We have just so many duties as men, man. We got so many people to please, and so many things to do. And I think sometimes, man, what happens in our lives is sometimes our kids get lost in the shuffle of that. And it's not a challenge of whether we love them or not. We love them, and that's why we work so hard. We love them, that's why we go so hard. You know what I mean? My son is 20 years old. He's in his second year of college, I have twin daughters that's turning 18 actually this weekend, and a 7-year-old, man. And we go hard. I'm coming from work right now to make sure I got that check, so we can take care of things. But at the same time, you know what I'm noticing, man? Sometimes we put too much onus on the women to be emotionally connected to our kids. I think the challenge is to make sure that we're present, man. Not just there in the house. That's not just present. That means you're just there, but present in their lives. And I think the road to get there, man, is to realize, man, let me get into their world. Our world, man, is stressful. Our world is get it done, especially as men. Our world is, man, clean the house, do whatever you got to do. I'm in the East, so right now it's snow. We got so many things. But, our kids don't really want much from us, man, but a moment, but time, a minute to kick it with them. And one thing I found out, man, one of the greatest things you can do is ask your kids questions. My son, man, and for some of you that got older sons, I just counseled some brothers on this not too long ago. Our sons, man, when they get older, sometimes they get flippant with their mouth or, whatever it is. What I'm learning and what I had to learn was they're not being disrespectful. They're becoming men and they want to make room for themselves. They want to show you that they have their own thoughts and not just your thoughts. And when you humble yourself and really listen to them without taking offense at their growing up, you find out that what they're going to give you back is what you've been giving them the whole time. Some of us as fathers are missing our reward, man, because if you don't let your sons and your daughters express, you won't know what you taught them, right? See, I think when we raise up our kids, it's like, listen to me because I want to protect you. I'm going to give you this wisdom and look, be quiet. I live life, But at the same time, man, listen to them. Jump out of our world of stress sometime, man. Play that video game with your son. Have your son teach you something you don't know. Your daughters too, Jump into their world. Ask them questions. Man, how you feeling? Not just how your day was at school, but how you feel at school. What's your dreams? What's on your mind? Where you want to go in life? What's some of your goals? Someone will say, it's going to be shy. I don't know, Dad. I don't know. When you can't get a strong answer, and most kids won't have a strong answer to give you about their future, some will. But, sometimes you just saying, man, don't even worry about it. Your future is going to be great. See, but it's just about taking that time to really see where your kids are and what they're doing, what makes them happy, man, what makes them sad, what lights them up, what's some of their favorite things, simple things, what's their favorite thing to eat. One thing I did with my son, man, one day I took him to get some coffee with me, and he was like, man, I need a new dessert, Dad. I don't really like these donuts all the time. I said, man, let me put you onto it was a coffee roll and an apple fritter, right? And I said, man, I used to eat these when I was in high school, man. He said, let me try it. So he tried it. He's like, Dad, this is good. So even though he's 20 now, every now and then I'll pop up with an apple fritter or a coffee roll, right? And my man just smiled. That smile, they 20, so they try to not smile and put on a tough look. But just to see that little boy smile come at him at that little coffee roll, it's simple. It cost me $1.50. But that moment for me and him, $1 million. You see what I'm saying? Take that time. My girl's birthday is this week. They're turning 18. So I was thinking, and I want to say this too, man. I was going to do a podcast on this, but I'll throw it in right now. As men, when we go out and we were chasing these women or trying to get them to go out with us and date us and all these sort of things we did, pursuing women, and the effort that went into it, some of the thought that went into it. How do I win this girl's heart? I was thinking, man, the other day, what if we put that same effort into pursuing our daughter's heart? Finding out what they love, their favorite color, and getting them this gift or that card or handwritten note, things like that. Things creativity comes out of you to please some woman. And some of them women we chase, bro, if you be honest, they wasn't no good for us anyway. We don't even remember their names. But when we wanted them, it took so much. Sometimes you got to want your daughters, man, the same way. You got to want their heart. You got to want their mind. You got to want to know what they care about. Want to make them have the biggest smile ever. You know, wanting to be near them and wanting them to know they have your love. Because as dads, man, we're the only men in their life who are going to love them and not wanting something back from them. That's why you got to come out of our world of stress and things like that, man. Again, it's not about spending the money. Sometimes it's just kicking your feet up on the couch. Hey, man, come here, holler at me right quick. Giving them a moment, right? Giving them a moment. Because at the end of the day, man, your kids aren't going to remember what you bought them. Whatever you bought your kids for this just past Christmas of 2024, they probably don't even remember, right? But you know what they will remember? That time, that conversation, that joke, that laugh, you know? Give that to them, man, because that's what they want from us. That's what they need from us. Jump into your kids' world. Again, ask them questions. How they feeling? You know, what disappoints them? You know another thing you can do, bro? Ask them their love language. Teach them. Go on the internet, find out the 5 love languages. Go to your kid and say, hey, which one of these speak to you? Oh man, whatever. You know, I asked my kids one time. It was like, oh man, Dad, I like time. You know. And then another one said, Dad, I like gifts. You know, my son said, Dad, I like words of affirmation. And so what I'm learning, and my little baby, she just loves time. You know what I mean? Spending time, hanging out on the couch with Dad, just laying on me, playing her little video game. Ask your kids what their love language is, man, because that's how they learn love. And you know what? That's how they also separate fake love from real love. See, I think some of our kids wouldn't have the problems out there when they grow up with dating and all that stuff if they really learned it from Dad. What does it mean to be loved? What does it mean to be loved without exchange? Let your daughters know what it mean for a man to give me the world and not want nothing back from me. It's not to say that when they grow up, they get in a relationship and they're not going to have to give something, but they're not going to have to degrade themselves for love. That's what I'm talking about, you know? So jump out of this world of stress and bills and stuff like that. And guess what, bro? Sometimes you need to too. Because your reward, your rest is hearing from your kids. Your rest is jumping out of, man, you know, how I'm going to make this next bill, man. I need tires for the car and all these things we stress out about. Sometimes you need it just as much. In fact, you do need it just as much. I'm going to wrap this video up, man. But I was parked here waiting for my little baby. And I just wanted to throw something at us, man. And when I say us, I mean us. It's nothing I come on this podcast to speak to y'all. I'm some expert, man. I'm a dad, you know. I had a wonderful woman in my life. And I'm trying to figure it out too. That's why I started the Dear Brother podcast, so we can figure it out together. Community is what makes us great, man. We need each other. We need each other's wisdom. We need each other's knowledge. We need each other's understanding, man. Because otherwise, we isolate as men. But you ain't got to go in a box. You got a community here, bro. Hit that subscribe button, man. Not because I need to build and I'm trying to do this and that. Hit that subscribe button, man, so you have something to pop into. You might not watch every show. You might not watch every time I go on live. But I do go on live Monday, Thursday, and Friday, 6 a.m. on your way to work while you're tying them boots, man. I'm talking to you. 6 a.m. every Monday, Thursday, and Friday. And I drop videos too. But this community, man, you pop in, man. And most times what I found with people in the comments, they tell me, man, Christian, man, I don't know what drew me to that video, man, but it was right on time. See, man, I'm a spiritual man. I love God. And I believe that timing is everything. Some of y'all going to watch this video. It's going to be the perfect time to watch it. Your kids have been on your mind. How to get to them has been on your mind. Your kids are getting older. You feel like you might be losing touch. Guess what? This video is for you, bro. It's no accident, man. Everything's divine, man. Everything got time and connected to it. Hey, bro, I love you. You matter to me, right? I'm going to say it like I end all my 6 a.m. shows. Yesterday was history. Tomorrow's a mystery. All you got is right now, man. You might need to run home to your kids today and say, hey, y'all, come on, let's go get some pizza. Chill with Dad. Make them put them phones down. You put yours down, too. Get out of your world, man. It's too stressful. Get into their world so they can know what life is all about. Hey, man, hit the like button. Hit that subscribe button. Most of all, hit the share button with other brothers, man, who need this community. You matter to me, bro. You're brilliant. Be brilliant this afternoon. Be brilliant this evening. Love your girl. Kiss your wife. Be happy, bro. Because life is not short. We just waste a lot of time with things that don't matter anyway, man. Live it up. I'm your guy. I love you, bro. See you soon. Peace.